Okay, class, so we continue with another topic. So now we go to the solving the PDE. Okay, we go to the solving the PDE. Okay, and as I said in the previous video, they have two approach, right? Analytical and also numerical. So, but now we just focusing on analytical. So the method that we will use is separation of variables. Okay, separation of variable method. So in this method, we will apply the Fourier series. In this method, they have another three small steps. Not three small, three steps. So step number one is we need to separating the variable itself first. Okay, we need to separate the variable first. Okay, we need to separate the variable first. Okay, and then next, step number two is we will solve. Okay, we will solve the separated equation. Okay, so the first step just now we already separate. So after we separate, we will solve that separated. Okay, we will solve that separated. And step number three is Fourier series solution. Fourier series solution. So basically, step number two and step number three is relate to each other, but it depends on the question. It depends on how the question asks you to solve it. So later on, I will show you how what the difference. Okay, so we go first to the first step, separating the variable. So for the first step, okay, I just write down first the things that you need to know first. Okay, u x y is equal to x y y. Okay, I just write first. I will show you or I will explain to you through example later. Okay, then they have also du dx x prime y. Okay, class. Okay, I just explain here. Maybe you can try by yourself. So here, du dx, so means that we differentiate u with respect to x. So that's mean with respect to x, so means that x will x prime and y will remain as y. Okay, next, if du dy, how we write the equation? We differentiate y, is it? So y will y prime and x will remain as x. Okay, next, we also have this square u dx square. So we differentiate x twice. So means that x will be x double prime and y will remain as y. Okay, how about d square u dy square? It will be x y double prime. And the last one, if we have d square u dx dy, so it will be, okay, we differentiate with respect to x first one and second one with respect to y. So therefore, it will be x prime y prime. Okay, so you just accept it first. Okay, now I give you example. So this is I explain on the separating the variable first. Okay, class. So this video I just explain on the separating the variable. So let's say the question asks you to state whether the PDEs below are separable or not. Okay, separable or not. Boleh separate ke tidak? So A question A, du dx equal to du dy. Okay, class. Okay, you have this type of equation. Okay, what the first thing you need to do is actually you need to replace any this is your equation, right? So you need to replace each of it with this one, with this. So du dx we will replace with what? X prime y equal x prime y. Yes, this one x y prime. Okay, you just replace by using all the I just write just now. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you choose the correct one lah. Okay, this one is du dx, so that's mean x prime y. Then after that, what we next to do is we will over this one with x y. Okay, Okay, we will over with xy. Okay, class, the first step just now, we just substitute first x prime y, x y prime, and then now step number 2, we will divide by xy. Fixed, it's fixed. Divide by xy is fixed. Xy, divide by xy. So then you can cancel which term that can cancel, you cancel. For example, here you can cancel y, and for this one you can cancel x. Okay, so what we left here? We left with x prime over x equal to y prime over y. So what's the meaning by separable actually? What's the meaning by separable or not? Okay, we say that this variable is separable when you can split. Okay, at the first or at the left hand side you just only have one variable only. At the right hand side you only have also one variable only. So you can split, is it? You can separate between x and y. So you can see that the first or the left hand side you only have consists of x variable, and at the right hand side you just consist of y variable. So that means you already separate it. So therefore this equation is separable. Okay, so this is how I mean, we do it for step number 1, separating the variable, and this is the steps in step number 1. Okay, this is how we solve we separate the equation of PDE. Okay, I give you another one, B, equation B. So d square u over dx square plus d square u over dy dx plus d square u over dy square 0. So you just do it the same thing, okay, which is you need to replace all of this term with this one. So it will be x double prime y plus x prime y prime plus x y double prime equal to 0, okay. And then we divide each of it with xy, okay. Then you cancel off that, we can cancel. So you left with x double prime over x plus x prime y prime over xy. Okay, this one cannot cancel because this one x prime, but this one is x. This one y prime, this one is y. So you cannot cancel, class. So make sure careful. Okay, and then y double prime y equal to 0. So let's say we want to bring y to the right hand side. So we move this one to right hand side. So negative y double prime y. But how about this term? How about x prime y prime over xy? Can you split it? Can you split it? Boleh tak you pecahkan ni? Tak boleh, kelas. Okay, we cannot split it. We cannot separate it because it's attached with the multiplication. Dia adalah multiplication, darab. So you tak boleh simply cut off it. Kalau ditolak atau tambah, yes. Kalau ditolak atau tambah, you can just move to right hand side and the left hand side. But for multiplication, you cannot split it. Therefore, this equation is not separable. Okay, this type of equation is not separable. Okay, class. So this is how we do it for step 1. Okay, I repeat. This is step 1, separating the variable, and this is the step inside step 1. Takut you confused. Okay, sekarang kita buat step 1. Okay, step 1 is separating the variable, and this is how the step of separate the variable. So the first one tadi we replace with x prime and y so on, and then step number 2 we divide with sy, and step number 3 you cancel off the common ataupun yang sama. Okay, y, x, you cancel. Yang boleh cancel, you cancel. Okay, then you make sure, and then the lastly is you make to conclude. So means that you need to check whether one side they have only one variable or not. If yes, so they will be separable. Okay. Okay, class. So that's all for this video. I will stop here. Okay. So this video is consists of only step number 1, which is separating variable. So in the next video, I will proceed with the solve the separated equation. Okay.